All right, good morning, good people. It's the morning show. It's Friday, okay? It's Friday, and you know what? I just realized I put the wrong date on the screen. So that's no good, but it's all good, right? We're live right now on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and we've got a Zoom going right now. It's going to be a fantastic day. It's been a full week. This is 5 days straight of the morning show. 5 days of starting the day out with some positive, encouraging, motivating, inspiring stuff, having some good content with some good people. In fact, we're looking over at our tab here. I think I'm going to refresh it to see all the comments here, see who's online, see who's with us. If you're live somewhere in the internet land, why don't you leave us a comment? Let us know that you are here, that we're going to get things started today. I've got on the Zoom with me. I'm going to pull my iPad over. I've got to get a device to get him pulled in, but I've got I don't have all of the POM Academy kids. We got to get the rest of y'all kids going. Got to see what's going on. But I got Martinez Rory in the house. Martinez, how you doing today, buddy?
Happy Fantastic Friday, Jason. Happy Fantastic Friday. Good to be here. One more time. 5 days straight, huh? Since the jump start of this, right?
That's right. We started Monday. Yeah.
That's what you call consistency. It'd be interesting to know if our talkers, our viewers out there are being consistent for the last 5 days. Something good. I tell you, I'll start it off a little bit.
Let's go, man.
I actually did my 30 for 30.
Whoa. What happened to the 130-30?
Well, I said at least. I said at
Look at him backtracking on me now.
Yeah.
I'm going to
So
pull the
I have
text
no
and
less-
post the text that you sent me. I'm messing with you, man. I'm messing with you. But seriously, share this story. This is interesting. This is interesting.
But yeah, man, it feels good to get some form of consistency in your life. You know what I mean? So I'm happy to be approaching Fantastic Friday with something to show for it.
Yes. But for real though, what have you been doing consistently? What has changed your life, in your life rather, this week? Because man, you just got motivated about it. What have you been doing?
Well, like frankly, of course, I'm vegan, and that's one way of trying to stay healthy. But I don't think that's for me. I think you once you start something, you can reach a plateau, so you got to ramp it up again. So what I've done this week is just, I've told myself, hey, I got to start a new program. I've done actually, I'd say 30 burpees, 30 push-ups, but it's been more like 100 push-ups and 50 burpees. So, but I'm doing 30 for 30. I've done it 5 days straight. And I'm just trying to go see what 30 looks like. I can, my body aches a little bit. It's kind of talking back to me a little bit, but it actually feels good to get it out of the way early in the morning, In addition to, just kind of, some of the spiritual aspects as well, getting in that word as much as I can. But, there's the physical, there's the spiritual, and there's the mental, I guess you can say. Is that right? Did I get that right? Spirit, soul, and mind?
You got it. Keep going, man. Keep going.
All that stuff.
All that and a bag of chips.
All of it, the bag of chips.
Or no, stay away from the chips. No, we're trying.
Yeah, well, right.
Unless they're baked or something.
And I tell you what, I haven't done a good job, but drinking my water, I kind of didn't drink as much water as I needed to the last 2 days. I got to get back on that.
Hey, let me ask you something. You said your body's kind of barking at you. Are you saying sore or like joints?
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both.
But really, the hamstrings when you drop down and do the burpees, kind of lunge up, those the hamstrings. But I tell you, every morning too, I get at least 10 minutes of just routine stretching. Nothing to set the world on fire, but like get your body going.
Hey, let me ask you something. Like this is for real, okay? This is for real.
For real, though.
Do you have a foam roller? So Martinez has kind of opened up the door, so we're going to talk a little bit about fitness this morning, okay? Because Martinez, me and him were texting back and forth. He got really jacked, really excited. He said, "Dude, I'm going to pick up some exercise game, get that going." You are working on your water, which water is huge, right? Huge in making sure like hydration. You talking about joints. Not to be whatever, but kind of being discreet. Bowel movements, like water is just, it's essential, bottom line. But you would be surprised at how much water plays a part in just your daily living. But let me ask you this. Are you stretching before and then after? And then what does that look like? What are you doing?
So I'm stretching before and not so much as actually after.
Yeah.
But like what I do is I make sure during the day, just routine stuff. Like if I'm getting gas or whatever, if I just find myself standing somewhere idle, I'll stand and I'll stretch out my hamstrings. I'll do some stretching there. If I'm sitting on the floor, I'll do some stretching. If I'm watching TV or doing taxes, just find a way to always be stretching.
Did you say doing taxes?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
That's a floor thing. Eh? The countertop is
7 more days. 7 more days.
Right. Hate it.
Well, hey, I'm gonna ask you this, okay? And I will be the first one to say that I used to be kind of poo-poo on this, but man, it's one of the best things I've ever started doing. Do you have a foam roller?
No, I don't even know what a foam roller is.
All right, bro. A foam roller is
Oh, whoa! I thought you said thumb roller. Foam roller.
foam.
Is that
Yeah,
what
that
you
was
said?
my country coming out. Foam roller. Foam.
Yeah,
F-O-A-M.
it's kind of like a hard cylinder.
Yeah.
Like hard,
Yep. Yep.
That,
Yeah.
bro, those are, that right there. I rolled my back on that.
Yep. You should roll your hamstrings.
Yeah, I think I kind of chicken out on that a little bit because that hurts. But you're exactly right. I've had more challenges with my back, so I always give more attention to my torso.
Yeah.
But you're absolutely right. I'm going to do that today.
But let me tell you something. I found out a little more about it, and believe it or not, if you will roll basically your entire, like, it doesn't take a lot of time, but like if you will roll your entire body as your warm up, you will be surprised at how good you feel working out, and then you again rolling yourself after. Because here's the deal. Okay, so for instance, all right, this is what they teach, anyways. Okay, but basically, when you're contracting your muscle, right, it's coming together, right? It's thick, right? It's ready to start pulling and causing things to move, right? So when but what you can actually find yourself in is they call it being overactive. So sometimes your body needs some help smoothening and lengthening back out. That roller will actually help you do that. Okay. But also think about it this way. Have you ever had a garden hose where you didn't have the spray gun, so you would use your thumb to force pressure?
Yeah.
That's what you're doing with your blood vessels when you're doing that. When you're rolling, you're actually forcing a little bit of, kind of stopping the pressure, then letting it go, and it's helping get your body warmed up. So foam rolling is like it is one of the greatest things for warming up and slow. It's awesome. Like, I will now do that before I would do something like even static stretch. I mean, I'll still static stretch where, basically, hey, I'm, straightening my leg, right, and bend and trying to touch my toe. Like, that's a static stretch. I'll still do that, but I will foam roll before and after anything I do now because of just the significance of how I feel. I feel loose. I feel like it's awesome.
Yeah.
You got to try it, man. You got to try it.
I will. Absolutely. I will definitely try it. I'm always looking for, always open to areas of better excellence,
Yeah. Try it. You'll like it.
Yeah. Mikey likes anything.
That's right.
Mikey can eat anything.
But that's good, man. So basically, you can tell this week has been a better week for you. You're a little more engaged. You're a little more focused. You're a little more inspired. I know for me, I'll go next. Like I am. Ooh, I'm gonna move this mic real quick, dude. My mental game is so much better right now. Like, just 100% facts. Like, I love getting on here, having some meaningful conversations, causing me to think. Like I will say, like, I think I read in a book one time. I think it was like, I want to say it's Daniel Pink's book, When. But he's talking about timing, like how your body, and basically there are two types of people, and I'm whichever type I am. I'm the type that I am best, like I am my freshest, most analytical, most whatever in the morning. Like that's like so getting this opportunity to kind of, knock out some personal development, start crunching numbers. Like, it's kind of inspired me to get up even earlier than I have been, crunching some numbers, looking at some things, getting some kind of things that, like, look, it's funny. I'm actually not a very administrative person. I know that's like I do a lot of administrative work, but like, I'm like anybody else. I don't like wake up and like, man, I cannot wait to crunch some numbers, and you know what I'm saying? Like, right. but those are necessary things, necessary, accountability measures, right? And I have really found that my days are going so much better because I'm knocking that stuff out early before the day. Like I heard one guy talk about beating the sun up. That's one of his goals every day. He said, "Man, I want to beat the sun up, not like fight it, but I want to wake up before I see the sun out." And he says, and then I get at it, and what he finds is that he gets more done before the world ever wakes up than the world would get done in that day. Does that make sense? And dude, when you do stuff like that, you just feel unstoppable. You know what I'm saying? Your confidence boost, like it's like, let's go. Right? I've already won this day.
Right. It's something that think like it's like when everybody else gets up, you're already in the gravy. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like you're on cruise control on the most part, but you know because you've got a lot of part of your day behind you, but guess what? Everything else is in the bonus realm, you know?
Right. Right. Well, I'll tell you this. Here's what it is. I've achieved the things. Sorry, this rubber band, this part of the mic is driving me nuts. That one too. What happens is I've achieved the things that I know are important, and I would feel guilty. Okay, let's talk about it this way. I've achieved the things that are important, but maybe not urgent.
Right.
And it's the stuff that if I didn't get done, I would feel guilty later on. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'd be like, dadgummit, I didn't get that workout in, or dadgummit, I didn't read this morning. It's the stuff that you start going negative on. So instead of going negative and putting yourself in a bad state of mind, get it done early. It's not like that's your entire day. It can't be, right? It can't be. You have to, like, there's so much of, you got to go to work, you got to do all but man, these important things like, taking care of your spiritual life, your physical life, your emotional life, right? Your intellectual life. Like, man, I love learning something new, right? I want to be learning and growing and applying that into something. So, it's, lack of a better word, this show has almost been like this accountability measure for me. It's like,
So has it just been the show that's improved your,
I think it's people, like, not to be whatever, but like, man, I genuinely love having conversations with you, people like Mark. I know in the past we've had like Lucian, like people having good conversations with good people. That like gets me fired up. You know what I'm saying?
I get that, but how about like, are you doing anything in the morning to prepare you for that? Like, are you? I heard a while ago. I think you said play basketball in the morning or whatever.
Well, okay, so yeah, but so I don't even so in my mind, here's my thinking. Like, that to me, that's just a part of my exercise. So to me, so like on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I run with a group. They start at 6, actually just down the road from you. But for me, I've always liked basketball. It's always been, and there's like I said, a good group of guys there, that, kind of the same situation, right? They're not there. Like, I mean, all of them, they'll say it like, all right, hey, I got to bounce. I got to get to work. I got to, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's similarity in that community, a lot of professionals in that group. And the goal is to, man, just have fun, be competitive, but have fun about it. And then on those other days, I feel that same time with exercise. So for instance, just some simple strength training. Like, so right now I've kind of shifted gears. I've kind of moved away from muscle building to more about muscle maintenance and actually kind of getting a little more lean, right? Lean, get a little lean. So I'm doing a lot of just like resistance band stuff, just basically at the end of the day, I'll get back to your original question. At the end of the day, I'm just trying to take care of my body, right? It's not like I'm trying to go be a performance athlete. Those days, those days are gone. They've been gone. But I will tell you this: I want to be a performance person. You know, I don't want to be 3 o'clock in the afternoon, like dying because I'm just so tired. It's why I do the exercises that I do. I take the products that I do. I'm trying to fuel the body and the mind and the spirit. Like I'm trying to I look at health in 4 dimensions, right? Obviously you got to address the physical. I think about emotional. So in terms of like my attitude, intellectually, right? Am I being a good critical thinker? And obviously the most important for me, even though it's last, but it's because it's most deep, and that's spiritually healthy, man. Like sincerely, man. I've got the love of God in my life. I know who I am. Like those things are very important. I try to get all of that nourishment, so to speak, knocked out before this show. That because then at that point, the rest of this day, I am a well capable, able person, right? I'm not lacking. I'm not, I've done all that I can do within reason to take this day on. Does that make sense? Like that's kind of
that makes great sense. I mean, if you're covering the 4 corners of your foundation early in the morning, you're going deep. It's kind of like, by taking care of yourself, you're taking care of what's deep in the well, because what's in the well is going to come up in the bucket,
Right. I got to have something to, if I'm going to be a giver, I've got to have something to give.
Right. I love that. I mean, it's real. That's, there's so much to that, what you just shared, and there's so many ways you can slice that, because all of that's important: intellectual, physical, emotional. And I think, frankly, hopefully the morning show here is helping us all be a little bit more intentional in all aspects of our life versus, just shooting at the hip, so to speak, about what a life by design and not by default.
It's true. Hey, let me tell you this too. Let me tell you something else. Okay. I literally just thought about it but I do believe this to be true. Commitment is contagious. Commitment is contagious. So like you texted me the other day, you're like, hey man, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to commit to X, Y, Z, blah, blah, blah. Dude, that inspired me. Because here I see somebody making a commitment to win. I know you're going to win. I believe you're going to win. Now I want to win with you. I don't want you to be the only person winning. I want to win with you, right? So all of a sudden you get in community like this morning show that again, the goal of this is to find people looking for this. I'm not going up against anybody. Like in other words, like my daunting vision is not to be a celebrity or some kind of star, or like that's not the point of this show. Is it's live because there's a reaching aspect, but it's to find people that are looking to get their lives better, to improve, that want to contribute, that want to be givers, that want to be all of these things, right? And so now we can commit to each other. We can help each other. We can start this day off and win the day, right? Because I do have those desires in my life to go and do big things. Like I think that's okay. I think that's okay because my reasons are right. I don't do it for me. Like I do it for the benefit. Like I get so much joy when I see somebody win.
Absolutely.
Like legit. You POM kids, you make me so proud. It makes me so happy when I see you guys getting those successes. When I see you, it click in your head like, dude, I am a confident person. I am doing what I said I would do. I am crushing my goals. I am experiencing God in a deeper way. Like those things matter so much to me. So much to me.
Yeah,
Anyways.
and you can, and I love what you said. You can be happy for somebody else's success because, like, there's just success out there for all of us. You know, like there's there. If everybody that you know in this state, in this country, meet the, reach the mountain of success, there would still be, like, we would only be on the tip of the iceberg of success that we can cover for everybody. In other words, there's just vast amount of success out there for every human being under the sun, that we all need to be championing each other to get to where they want to be as far as success.
Yeah.
And so, I know I didn't mean to take it any word different, but it's just that kind of spoke to me. Like, people need to be happy for other people's successes. There's success for all of us. We're not trying to compete with Hollywood or be with anybody like an Olympian or whatever. We're success. What is success for us? And we're just trying to be there.
Yeah.
For each other.
Yeah. On that note, I heard a really interesting story one time about this lady. She was a business professional, and man, she was doing such a great job. Like, she was really growing a company, within a company rather, and she was crushed because in whether it was a convention or a part, whatever it was, she was kind of expecting to be recognized for all of her hard work, and she wasn't. And so she approached a mentor, and that's where I heard this story, because the mentor, she was sharing this story about her conversation with this mentor. And she said that hurt me, that broke me. I don't know what to do about that. And he told her, he said that the only way to overcome that hurt of not being recognized is to go out and give all the recognition that you wished to have gotten, give that to other people. Be in other words, if even though you didn't get it, go give it in such a way that is meaningful, impactful. And she started doing that. And what ended up happening is she ended up leaving that company, starting her own deal, building her own leaders, having her own organization, right? Doing even better. And lo and behold, the people she took with her, they recognized her because she was not focused on what she was doing. She was focused on what they were doing and how she could recognize them, how she could equip them, right? It's the servant leadership principle, the concept of man, it's not about me. Deny yourself. Come on, man.
Yeah. Come on. And I think you bring up a great point. And I know we were talking about progress during the course of the week. What have I done? Have you done? Any of the viewers, listeners out there, what have they done during the course of the week that's been consistent, that they feel good about, as far as physical, whatever. But your last story kind of brings it back around to what really matters, and that is, like, we seek individual success, whether mentally, intellectually, socially, spiritually. We seek individual success, hopefully, so that we can fuel it to helping build other people and their successes. Because, like, if the idea is, I got to be in good health, I got to be in a good position to be able to give, and for me to be able to be in that position, I got to be on a solid foundation. A sick person rarely makes another person whole.
Right.
One person doesn't make it's not in a place to give out, gold and silver. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so, like, the idea is like, hey, yeah, we're talking about individual success here on this fabulous Friday.
I like that. Fabulous Friday.
It's all fueling the opportunity to help showcase others.
Yes. I agree. Lucian is on with us. He's on Facebook. He just quoted, "And as you wish that others would do to you, do so to them." Luke 6:31. Golden rule, baby. Golden rule. Well, hey, it is now 8:29. We got to wrap the show up. As Martinez said, we are wishing you a fabulous Friday, right? This is a wonderful, wonderful day. You're like, well, how do you know that? Because I'm making plans to make it a great day. I'm not worried about the obstacles and the circumstances and all of that, man. I'm looking for the joy of experiencing today. And I want you to do the same thing, right? I want you to look at things that even if you're waking up to a difficult day, I want you to find the opportunity to count it all joy, to make this day matter, to make this a day that, man, it's blissful, it's joyful, right? And walk into your weekend, whatever it holds, whether it's, family activities or even if it's work, right? Going into your church service this weekend, like all of these things, man, I want you to be excited about it. I want you to have a great weekend. And as far as this show goes, we're coming back Monday. We will be back for the morning show 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. I want you to swing by. I want you to be a part of this. I want you to hop in for the show. I want you to give us feedback too, right? Suggestions, ideas, and do this. Help us. Help share this show. Share what's going on. Be engaged. I love how Lucian, he hopped on, heard what we were talking about, immediately dropped a comment, said, hey, this is what's up. This is my thought on this, which we got to get Lucian on the show. We got to get Lucian back on the show. Absolutely. Love his feedback, insights. It's awesome. It's awesome. But at this time, we're out of here. Have a great Friday, great weekend, and we'll see you Monday.